This is the Smith & Wesson Model 10-1. Again, it's the Model 10-1. Similar to the Model 10 or the Chief Special, but this has a 3-inch barrel, 5-shot, and it has Pachmayr grips, rubber grips. The wood grips were lost through the years, but they're available on eBay and other sites. This pistol hasn't been shot much at all. As you can see, it's in excellent condition. The revolver line for cycling is very minimal. As you can see right there, and it's not even scratched in. You could tell that a revolver's been shot with the cylinder has been marked, and it actually indents into the cylinder. So this has probably been cycled just for show. You know how people pick revolvers up and they just have to cock them and shoot them and etc. But as you can see, it's just a little surface scratched on the cylinder. There are a couple little tiny marks on here. One is right here in the rear, right up there, let's see. The case coloring for the trigger is there, 100%. Also the trigger itself, the case coloring is there, present. I would give this a 98% all around. It is unloaded. I'm filming with one hand and holding with the other hand, and it's definitely unloaded. So the date that I put this pistol in is in the 80s, sometime probably mid 80s, I would say, 84, 86. It does start with a J prefix on the serial number below here, but you'd have to take these Pachmayrs off to see. It does have proof marks. Try to shake it out here for you. There you go. It does have the proof, where is it? Yeah, there it is. Proof mark right there. It has C5. I don't know if you could see it, sorry. Right there, C5. And then again, it has some type of serial number for the cylinder. These on the Smith & Wesson do not match the serial numbers for the frame itself. So the serial numbers right here, like I said, underneath the grip, and they won't match the cylinder, which is amazing. But again, if you take this Pachmayr grip off, this number on the cylinder, there's one right here on the side of the frame grip that does match. So they did post one to match the cylinder, so in case anybody replaced the cylinder, you could tell. But the actual serial number is underneath here, which again starts with a J prefix, which is made in the I believe it was 1982, if I'm right, that Smith & Wesson went over to you know, put the J prefix in front of a serial number. And I think they lasted to 1988, because in 82 or before 82 it was just a Model 10, and then 82 they decided to make the Model 10-1, and then after 88 I believe it was the Model 2. So, but correct me if I'm wrong. But these are very hard to find in this condition, because these are great overall revolvers. Good for concealing, good for home protection. They're just all around built well, sort of like a Colt. I mean, compare this to a Colt is, you know, it's still close to it, but I mean, a Colt, I would say, yeah, it is better, a Colt, but Smith & Wesson you can't beat either. It's a whole different revolver than a Colt, but it's still up there. If you could get one of these in this condition, I would say $550 to $750, probably all around. If you could get them for $250 to $450 in used condition with a lot of marks and etc. and wear. So there you go, Smith & Wesson Model 10-1.